Thank you, Jenna, for that very sobering presentation. Abdullah, I wonder if I could turn to you now to talk about the impact of the war on civilians in Darfur, including on intercommunal relations and, of course, on the situation in Al-Fashir.
Thank you, Mrs. Chair, and I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Chathamhouse for this, to organize this important event. I think profound important to discuss a forgotten issue of the Darfur. And thank you, Mr. Diamond, and thank you, Khulud, to highlight in very important issue as well. And I'm going to just highlight impact of the war to the civilian of the Darfur. The tool of the war on the civilian in the Darfur cannot be overstated. Past and in the past and in the present. In the past, the conflict started in 2003 when al-Bashir regime was there, and they mobilized Janjaweed, which brand themselves now as the Rapid Support Forces, against the African tribe, and they committed genocide at that time. Resulted more than 300,000 innocent civilians was killed, and million was displaced to Chad in the refugee camps right now. All kinds of the crime have been committed, from war crime to the crime against humanity, looting, raping, sexual offense, kidnapping at that time. What is the new now? What is the change now? We believe that those historical grievances in intercommunal conflicts has increased the tension after Jenin genocide and between the Arab and the non-Arab group in all part of the Darfur. Especially when the Rapid Support Forces or the Janjaweed brand themselves and the Rapid Support Forces and to become a decision maker in the Sudan and in the government, that tension was increased. After 15th of April 2005, 2023, that intercommunal tension was increased due to targeting civilian of the African tribe. And according to Human Rights Watch report, there's report recently come out saying the title of the report, Masalit Will Not Go Home, Ethnic Cleansing and the Crime Against Humanity in Jenin in the West Darfur, Sudan. The report indicates clearly internal displacement camp in the West Darfur were burned, and the systematic killing of the African tribe were committed from the Rapid Support Forces and its allies. And in regard to this, spokesman for the UN High Commission for the Human Rights, I copy his word. He said, "We are extremely alarmed by the report that the Rapid Support Forces and its ally, Arab militia, killed hundreds of the ethnic Masalit civilians." And also Andrew Marshall, UK Minister of the Africa, who recently visited Darfur camp in the Eastern Chad, said, I'm copying his word, this has all the hallmark of the ethnic cleansing. And tension among intercommunal group in different states in the Darfur region ran very high after the mass violence and the ethnic cleansing against the African tribe in the West Darfur. In the West, therefore, Darfur Diaspora Association, which I lead, DDA, is very worrying about the same situation could be happen in Al-Fashir if the Rapid Support Forces control the city. Actually, Al-Fashir is the home of the a million people. Half of them displaced from other part of the Darfur due to the war. And the RSF mobilized its force around the city, and and besieged the city for a couple of months before launching a heavy attack on the last Friday. There was a heavy attack from the rapid support forces to the city. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today is there is no clashes today. But despite the rapid support forces attack the city, despite the U.S. especially envoy call for the RSF to end the siege, and the urging the SAF and its ally fighters to respect international humanitarian law and to protect the civilian. The attack on the city resulted dozen civilian casualties, including deaths and injuries. The situation got worse, with a report indicating that the harm to the civilian due to cross-fighting between the war parties. Civilians are suffering severe from the short of the supply, including medical supply and the food. In addition to the sense of insecurity, psychological and the emotional effect, including the children, suffering a lot today, even today.